Welcome back to Farthest Frontier version 1.0. This game really is amazing. I'm having so much fun. Don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the first few episodes, because I've definitely covered a lot of the basics for tier 1, setting up, basic city, tier 2 even, with farming, with the fruit trees, and even with animal farming, the cows and chickens. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute again. But yeah, check in the video description below. We are making now more money than before. We have some good reserves, as you can see. We have more than 200 people, so really some good progress. I also see that I have one knowledge point, so let's actually look at it. I could use it to unlock grain. This is one of the really big, important next thing for us, so that we can also go into brewery and bread, of course. We could also continue over here on the animal farming, for example, increasing here the yield of either milk, or both milk, and eggs by 17%. We could unlock the cheese maker over here. And then of course, on this side, there's also many we haven't done, right? Improving, for example, the production speed of a couple of buildings, improving planks production even more, unlocking glass. There is really a lot of things for us to do over here. Durability of tools and heavy tools, that could be really good, 30%, because I know I'm not very high, but I am right now really focusing on food. So we're going to continue a bit on food, also because my food is not that high. So let's start with this, because I'm actually focusing a bit on animal food right now. There was a trader that just came by. I bought a couple of chicken. And so what I've done is I've built a second chicken coop over here, and I actually built, a really kind of advanced place over here, because we have some fences. So remember the fences, this is over here. You have the normal wooden one if you have a lot of logs, or you have the fences one if you want, both to use stone instead of wood, and also to make it a bit more durable, of course, right? To be destroyed by your raider, for example. Now, the reason I'm doing this is to make sure that the chickens that I'm going to make graze over here, they can't escape, and in particular they can't be killed by animals. It does happen. It is not that common. For example, you can see I have a cow over here pretty close to a bear place, or not bear, sorry, boar. So it's a bit dangerous. And it does happen, so you may want to be careful with this. But more importantly, I think this starts to look cool. We start to have kind of a bit more of a realistic place rather than just blocks of grids. So I've put those fences. We have a door over here, right? So it can close if there is an attack. We have a cellar, a root cellar, so that all of the eggs, right? What I could even do is say only accept eggs, because I don't think we really need any of the other on this. I think it's fine to have barrels, but not anything else, because we're gonna want barrels at some point. But yeah, only eggs basically, right? This is gonna be the only thing, or maybe potentially meat, right? Because we may kill some chicken at some point. Then in front of it, I did put a storage depot. That way we can make sure to also have potentially some hay over here, or some other things that are used as fodder for the chickens. But yeah, basically what happened again is I bought a couple of chicken. This was full, and so instead of starting to kill the chickens, I built the second one, and I click on this button here to transfer the chicken on the other ones. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to transfer this guy over here. Let's maybe not kill. We can make maybe something like this. Can always move it in the future, but 2 chicken coops, a root cellar, and that creates a bit of a not self-sustaining, but kind of role-play aspect of the game too. We can do the same for the cows later, and for the cows we can go even further, because it's going to produce some milk, so we can have the cheese maker next to it and things like this. So it is, they're building it. Then we're gonna make sure to also have the grazing over here, because right now it was all the way there. So you click on this one and you put the grazing there. Okay, done. That is good. So we have now the chicken on this side, and by the way, remember that chicken was pretty negative for people, right? So that's also why we put it fairly far. Now on this side, on the city side, I did add 1 or 2 houses over here, and I realized there was something hiding over here. Look at this. It's a salvage site for the remains of a settlement that failed to thrive. It can be salvaged for valuable resource. So let's prioritize, salvage it. I can even put more workers on it if I want. Remember, this is over here, right? You can add more. We have 11 livestock animals that were born, because again, now that we have quite a few chicken, they're just going to grow on their own. You don't need to buy them anymore, or you only need to buy if let's say you need to really expand a lot in one go. But now we're just gonna wait for them to grow, and we're gonna make sure, right, that we have a maximum, and then they will be sent to slaughter. Right, we have the feed. They're being fed what? Some hay. Perfect. So hopefully the hay come there. If I really wanted, I could also take out all of those things and make sure it's only hay that goes here. You know, this may not be the smartest idea ever, but you can if you want. You know, do this to really have something specialized on it. Okay, so yeah, they're doing their things over here. I think it's the fodder quality is not that great on this grazing. Oh, so this is the loot from, you know, the place we salvage. We have even a tome of knowledge that will give us 1 point. Some food, yeah, that's all good. I mean, it's not extraordinary, but it's better than nothing for sure. And in particular, it was actually, you didn't have a choice. Like if you want to put houses over there, you needed to take it out because it was in the way. Versus now, it's not in the way anymore, so we can actually place one here. Okay, let's go check this Atka of the Iron Clan. She doesn't usually sell any animals, but let's have a quick check. There's some weapons, but I don't need any of these. So no, I don't think we're gonna buy anything, but we could definitely sell, especially if the price shows that it's above average. Like here for this soap, it's gonna be above average, so let's definitely sell. Everything else we're gonna keep. Great, so we have now even more money over here. Let's transfer just a bit of gold to our town center so that we can hopefully, yes, I see the arrow, we can upgrade the town center to tier 3. We have 20 houses, a school, a trading post, and 200 people. We have 200 wooden planks, 200 of clay, and 3,000 ingots. It's upgraded. It's gonna take a minute, of course, to happen. But yeah, this is gonna unlock a lot of new things for us. So really excited there. We have finished tier 3, but more importantly, we're also being attacked. And this is a bit more than before. Okay, so here is my troops, couple of light infantry, couple of archers. I'm wondering if we try to kill these guys
at once
and then come back over there after. Let's see if we can do that. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That was terrible. Okay, now they're coming into the town. I think we're gonna lose a couple of people. I forgot to bring them back into the town center. Why are you staying there? Okay, so I think they're all dying now.
At once.
Because we have obviously a couple of towers. You know, there is one here. There's another one there. We have this obviously, that's also attacking. But still, that was not really well done. I could have done way better. Okay, so let's see. We did lose 5 villagers, but we didn't lose any structure. They didn't pillage any resources. So I'll still count this as a victory, even if, again, I think we could have done way better. Hopefully, they won't attack right away. So what I'm thinking is, let's use the people we have to just attack over there. Don't know if it's a... I think the idea is we want to try, maybe let's go on the side, try to destroy first the tower then try to destroy that. Oh, there is some... Oh, damn. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Let's see if I can... oh, yeah. Because this thing is firing at me from very far. From very far. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if the tower is better or has even more range, because this is very close to my city. That's why it's annoying me. I think we maybe need to create like a big army just for that. Okay, on this side it seems not too bad. Look, we may be able to get the tower. We'll lose everybody, but that was also... oh, damn. Okay, the tower is almost done, so I do think we go and we build a few more people. And just try to finish the tower at least. By the way, you can go back to Octor, I forgot about that. So where are my troops now? I feel like there may be troops lost somewhere. Because it says I have 6. There's 1 archer and 5 infantry, but where are you is the question. So let's put a flag there. Only C5s here. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, here's the other one. Okay. But why the other one doesn't want to move? What is happening?
Command.
Maybe it's 2 different... oh, I think that's over here. Ooh, wrong. That's not what I wanted to do. I got too close. Well, not the end of the world. At least we've destroyed most of their people. Let's try to make sure we go on the side here. Because I think the raiders, they always come back until you destroy this.
At once.
Oh, we may be able to do it. We may be able to do it. I think we have
will be done.
Definitely more armor with those infantry than with, you know, the archers. It is. We did it. We did it. So future raider activity has been also delayed for 12 months, which is pretty good. But more importantly, we got some resources, nice ones. And again, more importantly is I can now expand a bit more in that direction, no problem. All right, so really good. Over here, yeah, we're gonna need more in the graveyard, but that's fine. I'm going to delete everybody. That way we have, we're not spending as much gold, right? Where is the next one? Right there. I love a button that take them all out, to be honest. Okay, so all of this is done. That way our gold should go back up. We have tier 3 done, alright? So my people are pretty happy right now. Tier 4, obviously, we're not ready at all. But the good thing is we will unlock new things. So we have, for example, the pub over here. We have the theater, alright? We have in storages, we will be able to unlock the cooper soon. Food productions with cheesemaker and the preservist building to preserve things like vegetables and fruits, really important. Resources, tons of new one, you know, furniture in the houses. We have the brickyard, really important because we were also we needed some bricks for the paper mill over here and many others. Defenses, we also have the actual 45 walls, and we have the cavalry stable. So that is when we can really start making, you know, defenses for the city and start maybe like I did also over here, have different part of the city a bit more organized better. And last but not least, you know, we have over here at the bottom a lot more decorations, which will cost more money, of course, but hopefully will give a way bigger bonus. So let's, for example, put this one over here. So this is, right, just one tile, but it's going to give +4 of desirability versus a tree was usually only giving +1 or +2. And that's going to be important because if we want to upgrade this homestead to the next level, we need tier 3 town center. That's fine, we did that. We need 3 food types. We have that right now, not a problem. But we need 60 of desirability. And we're obviously not there for most, I think for all places, you know, otherwise we would see an upgrade button happening already. So yeah, this is going to be critical for us to start using some of those decorations, start making some bricks too. And as I said, start organizing, I think, a bit better on this side. We have 2 points of knowledge right now. So let's see. And we've just been attacked, so I think we have some time before we'll be attacked again. I probably want to just maximize this first, now that we're starting to have more chicken. I'm going to try to get more cows too. Alright, so here we have also more meat and more birth rate. I think we're going to try to get all the way there, you know, including there is this policy over here where you get more food, more, you know, meat from the barns and chicken coops. So that could be really, really good. This is a tier 4 one, but still. Okay, so yeah, pushing on that direction. And let's do reorganization here, try to get higher level of decoration. And it is, ladies and gents, I've deleted, as I said, a couple of the small trees and replaced them with small statues, flower urns over here. And then on this side, I actually had a small space here. So I placed a medium statue, which is looking pretty nice, and an ornamental tree. Now, all of these have different costs, etc., right? But as you can see, this has enabled many of the houses to already upgrade, and some of them are in process. You know, it takes resources, of course. I'll show you over here. You can see this is 15 gold, 8 planks, and 5 clay. Some of them haven't upgraded yet because they're missing apparently some food. You know, it's important indeed to have enough types of food for all of your people. But yeah, we have multiple of those large houses already. They look prettier, but more importantly, they bring space for a 6th person. And you know, it comes with obviously a bonus also for happiness, more income, and increased durability. We're talking about from 500 to 650 to be precise. And income, you can see it over here too, right? The homesteads are giving me 36 and I have many of them. So the large houses, I only have a few and they're already giving me 9. So that is quite important. And yeah, with this, we are making tons of money. So that's really good. That's really good. And we're going to be also having more space in the city. It's not a huge boost of space, right? But it will definitely add up when I move all of them to large houses. It's going to take just a second, but we'll be able to do it. We will also want to start ASAP probably on these. The pub to make sure people are happy, right? And a theater over here has a high monthly cost, right? 30, but it will help with entertainment and it will also help with knowledge. It will give me a knowledge point. So that is really good. But more importantly, as I said, I think the first thing we should be doing over here is the brickyard. This will take our clay and some coal and transform into bricks. So we're going to put it next to the other places that do this type of thing. And by the way, as I said, I think we will sooner rather than later also reorganize all of my different places, start spreading them out a bit more than what they are today. Where are we being attacked? Oh, that's very far. Okay, that's fine. So spreading them out, you know, organizing them a bit more like this, and probably also start having an actual wall around our city. Right? A brick wall over here. We haven't unlocked it yet, but we can if we want. We can if we want get there. So that will be quite good. Last thing I wanted to show you right now is with my chickens. You know, we have very quickly gotten to the maximum. We're at 24 to 24. 6 are gonna be born in the next year, and so we're gonna be able to basically kill 6. Same on this side, we're already at 22, and 6 will be born very soon. So we're again gonna be able to kill quite a few, and we're making more eggs. We're making more eggs. If I look at my food there, we have 700 eggs. This is actually more than the fish that we have, right? So that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Dairy is not high because we still have only 2 cows on this side over here. Actually, we have 3 now. Okay, good, great. We got 1 more. But the birth rate is really not that high. And I think I need more space for them. You know, I think we're gonna try to take more space for this. Last thing I wanted to show you is it is actually possible to destroy those boar kind of high nest, let's call them nests or hides, right? If you don't destroy them, they will always come back. The problem is, you know, I'm really creating now over here a farming corner, etc. I don't want to have to deal with that all the time. It will obviously, if you kill it, right, if you destroy it, you won't get the meat anymore and all of this. But I do think it is, in this case here, a good trade-off. So you take your hunter, and you need to, of course, have killed the boar, but then you can click on this, and she should be able to destroy it. Look at this, working on it, and done. And now they will not come back anymore, right? So that is how you can get rid of some of these. We have also another one, I think, on that side that we may delete at some point. But for now, it's fine. We can leave it there. Won't be a problem for now. Yeah, I know I keep saying one last thing, but I just saw we had, you know, new chickens being born over here, so we can see what happened. We can see that we are at 24 on both. One of them before was at 22. Now they're both at 24, right? But most importantly, we can see that we've produced some meat. We still have our eggs, but we've produced some meat. In this case, 80. In that one, 120, because one of them again was at 22, the other at 24. So with this, right, we're gonna be able to continuously make more and more. And frankly, it's only 2 people. It's not taking that much space. I could definitely add a 3rd coop. And in this case, what I'll do is, again, I wouldn't buy more chicken. I would just transfer a bit more. But yeah, it is a good chicken production for eggs and for meat. Next, I really want to go into the cows. Now, the cows, I think they only come very infrequently, like the merchant that sells them. So if you have tons of money, sure, you can ask, like request it. But I'm just gonna wait for a merchant to come with the right thing. And now we have also started to actually make some bricks. You can see it over here, using a bit of coal, using a bit of clay. We're making some bricks. We have 2 people working there. I may put a limit on that to make sure we also keep some clay, but we can see that just now. We need to also continue to expand, right, all of these houses to the next level. So I'll work on this. This will cost a bit of gold, but it will be, you know, kind of an investment for the future, so not a problem. And yeah, in our next episode, ladies and gents, I think we can start also using these bricks. So we're gonna use these bricks to build the paper mill. We're gonna use these bricks to upgrade a lot of other buildings. So the Fletcher building can be upgraded, the wood cellar, the storage depot. We have also the hunter cabin we could do before, but I know we can now also upgrade the forager shack. It takes some clay, which we don't have, but we can, and many others. So I hope you're excited with this. Thank you for watching. Smash like button, and I hope to see you next time.